Without further delay, let me get started with our speakers. It's really my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of Broward County, Barbara Sharief. Barbara, if you'd come up. Mayor Sharief is a native of South Floridian who was raised in Broward and Dade counties. She's a product of our public school system. She has graduated actually from North Miami High, Jackson Memorial, where she got her nursing degree. She's also obtained advanced degrees from Miami-Dade Community College and FIU. Now, in addition to that, Barbara is an accomplished businesswoman. In 2001, she created a company now called South Florida Pediatric Home Care. This is a job-creating lady right here. She's got 600 plus, right, professionals that work for her in Broward and Dade counties, and their company is considered one of the top home health care agencies in South Florida, providing care for medically complex children and adults. A real job creator. Mayor Sharief is also now an accomplished elected official. She was elected to the Miramar City Commission in 2009, and then in 2010 she became one of our county commissioners. And last November, the commissioners all elected her to be mayor, and she is also the first African-American mayor of Broward County. Pleased to have Mayor Sharief with us this morning, who's going to talk about Broward County, where we are.
So, good morning. I am fortunate to serve as the mayor of Broward County at a good time when the state of the county is good. In fact, it's very good. And I'm happy to report that we are finally experiencing a renaissance of sorts when it comes to economic growth and activity. Not long ago, when unemployment was at an all-time high, the Broward County Commission forcefully began to concentrate our attention on job creation, and it's clear that our cumulative efforts are paying off. As we gauge our economic health, we look at many factors, and in most of those areas, our county is doing exceedingly well. Our unemployment rate is at 5.3%, the lowest in Florida. And it has remained that way for more than a year now. That alone is cause to celebrate. As you look upon the horizon today, it is clear that cranes have returned and that construction and development in Broward County is strong. I'm proud to be Browardized, as our neighbors say. Much of that has been spurred by the county construction projects at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, Port Everglades, and the new county courthouse that has literally changed the downtown area. The Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau is on a roll as a record number of visitors have come to our area. Broward County maintains its AAA rating as Standard & Poor's raised the county's general obligation bonds to a AAA from a AA+, based on the county's strong economic and very strong budget profile. Now, some of those out there will call us mean and fiscally tight, but I think that got us someplace, don't you? Our $791 million runway expansion and $650 million terminal renovation are bringing great benefits to our community. The runway project alone adds 11,000 temporary jobs and $1.2 billion in economic activity. And today, I'm happy to report that we'll be landing planes on that runway by September. The new 8,000-foot runway will help improve flight times and reduce delays at Fort Lauderdale International Airport, also known as Broward County's airport, which is one of the fastest, that was for you, Jack. It's one of the fastest growing airports in the country and a major hub for low-cost domestic carriers. In addition, Fort Lauderdale's Terminal 4 will expand from 10 to 14 gates, with increased concession choices for passengers like me who use it all the time. Travel to and from Broward County has expanded, offering flights to London, Scandinavia, and service to Latin America and the Caribbean has increased. Broward County's Port Everglades is one of the top 3 passenger ports in the world and #1 container port in Florida. Our port accounts for more than $26 billion of economic activity annually and supports more than 200,000 jobs in the state of Florida. The Broward County Commission, along with many local business partners, are fiercely fighting to widen and deepen the port to accommodate the larger cargo ships that are soon expected to be passing through the Panama Canal. We have thus far been successful in receiving approval to move forward with this critical project as we continue to seek formal congressional approval. In February, the installation of railroad tracks and crane pads began for the new Florida East Coast Railway Intermodal Container Transfer Facility. I want you to say that fast 3 times. ICTF, which is slated to open this summer. The 73 million 43-acre rail facility will be used to transfer domestic and international shipping containers between ship and rail. Our cruise side of the port, Broward County continues to expand the number of supersized cruise ships, calling Port Everglades home. Royal Caribbean International has announced that Port Everglades will be the home port of its newest ship, Anthem of the Seas, the second in the cruise line's new Quantum class of ships. These are the largest cruise ships in the world, and they call Port Everglades home. The number of cruise passengers is expected to reach 4 million during 2014. As we sit here today, renovation for the 6th cruise terminal in 5 years is underway. As Terminal 4 is modernized through an expansion and reconfiguration effort that will provide the cruise line industry with a modernized facility just in time for the 2015 cruise season and just after my November election. See, I knew you would laugh at that. The $315 million courthouse complex in downtown Fort Lauderdale has stimulated businesses locally and generated approximately 2,400 jobs, including nearly 350 workers per day on site. A few weeks ago, construction hit a milestone when the last of the structural elements on the 20th floor were set in place. In April, the bridge linking all of the buildings in the complex together will start taking shape, and the new 1,000-space parking garage will open in May. Completion of the 714,000 square foot building is expected in the summer of next year. Tourism is the key to Broward's economy. Not only does it bring people to our region, the Convention and Visitors Bureau works nonstop to promote the greater Fort Lauderdale area nationally and worldwide. That is why when I walk in a room and say I'm the Broward County mayor, they say, "Are you the mayor of Fort Lauderdale?" And I say, "No, he's a man. That's Jack." The synergy of the airport, seaport, and tourism agencies drive success and economic impact. I'm happy to report that Broward County's tourism industry is enjoying its 50th consecutive month of growth with an all-time high across the board. I guess 200 of them woke up this morning. And we will have a concern and compassion for all of those who are experiencing the Arctic vortex that embraced most of the nation this winter. Because Broward County is pleased to promote the summer vortex that exists here year-round. Some 14 million visitors are expected this year, an increase from just over 13 million last year. The economic impact from this strong sector is $10.7 billion. In 2013, Greater Fort Lauderdale received $47.7 million in tourist tax revenues, an 8.8% increase over 2012, which will be used to promote the destination and create new jobs. The hotel occupancy rate continues to skyrocket, with the year starting strong at about 83%, making it the highest in Florida and above the national average. We have much to look forward to this year as well. with plans in the works for a convention center hotel to accommodate a growing number of business and convention travelers. Also on the horizon, the new $147 million, 349-room Margaritaville Resort, stretching 5 acres. See, they woke up this morning. Stretching 5 acres along Hollywood's famed boardwalk. We are proud to have you. And Conrad Hilton Hotels will open the 290-room, 24-story Conrad Fort Lauderdale Resort on Fort Lauderdale Beach with the grand opening date expected in 2015. I was there. That is an amazing building. Broward County is also fast becoming a hotspot for Hollywood types, like Beyonce, Mayor. Broward has hosted 1,791 film productions since 2010, generating over $426 million for our local economy, film production, and in our county thus far, it has created more than 64,000 jobs. 6 pillars in Broward County. They gave us our 2014 report last month. And the report was released, and the multi-year study incorporated research to determine metrics that compared Broward to Palm Beach, Miami-Dade, Orange, Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Duval counties. It showed that overall, Broward ranked first in many areas such as low unemployment, overall health of our population, broad access, low waste generation, and home ownership. Compared with the other 6 large urban counties, Broward ranked second highest in the number of adults who held a bachelor's degree, 8th grade math, reading, and FCAT scores. We had the second highest number of business establishments and the second lowest percentage of people living below the poverty level. This means our children can obtain an education and stay here in Broward because we will have jobs for them. When I was selected to serve as mayor this year, I created the Broward Means Business Initiative to focus government's attention on small business and county programs that exist to bring new opportunities to our area and help current business owners. We are building upon our success with small business mentoring programs, loan programs, and technical assistance, including the ABCs of a business plan, and offering ongoing courses on how to do business with Broward County. In addition, I have introduced and participated in a number of countywide free seminars designed to assist, educate, and promote those who have decided to do what most of us in this room did at one time or another, and that is to go it alone with little more than an idea and move forward to create our own income and entrepreneurial destiny. In closing, we must be cognizant that Broward County is a working government overseeing a $4 billion company that creates jobs for people and provides necessary services for our nearly 1.8 million residents. We must be vigilant and dedicated to controlling costs, creating efficiencies, and wisely planning for the future. The Broward County Commission is keenly aware that we don't achieve success alone. It takes a strong partnership that includes the Broward Workshop, our 31 cities, the Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance, our business communities, chambers of commerce, educational institutes, and the spirit of our residents to make this great county what it is today. Together, we are a major player in international trade and entrepreneurship. The development and resilience of our business community makes us unique and desirable nationally and internationally. Our financial success and security exists amid an ever-changing global, national, and local environment. As we grow and change, we must work hand in hand, combining our collective expertise in order to move forward and strengthen our resiliency and our commitment to excellence. I want to thank the Broward Workshop for allowing me this opportunity to speak to you this morning, and thank you for your time and attention.